Can you share a story? Even we already share the condos couple story, but do you have any other story where they are facing the same kind of issue? For example, they like daughter like has parents and they need the facility, but at the same time they just have one home, daughter living with them, and they have that kind of situation. So how does that kind of case come to your side, or if yes, how they handle that kind of financial situation?
There's a wide variety of situations out there. One thing I would advise is that if people sell assets, the biggest misunderstandings out there is that people think that, okay, I'm going to sell my house and I'm going to get, let's say, $800,000 I'm going to get for my house, right? And you are my daughter. I'm going to give you 300,000. I'm going to give my granddaughter 200,000 in their college fund, and I'm going to, give somebody else some money and things like that. And like that, I make everybody happy around me. And then I have no money left because I gave all the money to people around me. And now I qualify to Medicaid services because I have no money left. That is a big misunderstanding because a Medicaid application, uh, it's mostly about the financial situation. And Medicaid would ask the individual applying to give them their financial paper trail and proof for the last 5 years. And if an individual sold their house and they gave the money to different people, those people need to give the individual the money back, all of them, so the individual can spend the money for their own needs and care and things like that. Once they spend all that money for themselves and they can prove it with receipts and financial paper trail, and then they apply to Medicaid, then Medicaid would approve them. Otherwise, Medicaid will not approve someone if that someone gives money to other people, and that's the way of them running out of money. So I worked with families before when I gave them that information. They were puzzled, they were starting panicking, kind of crisis mode kicked in because a mother, a father, parents gave money to a daughter or a son, and that was 2 years ago. The son and the daughter took that money, they bought a car, they bought a boat, they invested into something or something like that, so they don't have the liquid money any longer to be able to return it to the parents. And that kind of creates some new family dynamics and a new situation. And I don't have the answer for it. They need to figure it out between themselves how they're going to approach and resolve that situation. The bottom line is if somebody's got money, to not give it away to other people, to use that money to themselves until they run out of it, and then they would qualify to Medicaid services. But
Okay.
then again, the best thing to do is to call the Medicaid office, the DSHS office, and before you apply, just ask the questions or ask the DSHS office to give a list with the criteria that needs to be met in order to qualify to Medicaid services. Yeah.
So like the person like who have like you share a story like 2 years before, like the couple they gave the money to their uh, son and daughter, like kids and grandkids, and they are not able to return the money. So that will happen, I think, with lots of families. And at the end, they don't have money, they need the things, and they didn't realize like what will happen. So do you have any message specifically for those family, and what will impact if they do that kind of uh like that kind of thing, saying if something happen, like that kind of situations happen, so how they will get resolved.
My advice is to, before making big decisions like that, meaning giving money, a lot of money to other people, is to consult a professional, a financial advisor, um, a senior living advisor like myself, um, an elder law attorney. And if there is any thought of any chance that somebody might apply for Medicaid benefits in the future, anytime in the future, it's good to consult with the Medicaid office as well to get some information from there. That's before giving lots of money to family members or other people. Yeah.